All right, I think this is getting serious, and this is what we want, and this is what we need because our cry has been heard, and they send message to the presidency in order for them to be able to disburse what we apply for. This information is key and it is very important. So pay close attention to this and listen to this VN to the end and share this information.
There was an open letter that was written to His Excellency, the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by one concerned Ambassador Eki David Gregg, the chairman of YMON, and it was in a bid to facilitate and fast track the disbursement of the grant within the country, knowing the present realities on ground and the state of the economy at a time like this. So a concerned citizen has put it upon himself to write an direct open letter to the president of this country, and this reads thus: Your Excellency, I am compelled to write to you today to bring to your attention a matter of utmost urgency and importance. The masses are dying of hunger and starvation, and it is imperative that immediate action is taken to address this crisis. I am specifically writing to request your intervention in the release of the UAAG grant to the beneficiaries through various NGOs for disbursement. This grant has the potential to bring relief to millions of Nigerians who are struggling to make ends meet. Are you aware the current economic situation in Nigeria has left many families without access to basic necessities like food and shelter? The UAG grant can provide a lifeline to these families and help them get back on their feet. I urge you to use your good office to facilitate the release of the grant and ensure that it reaches the intended beneficiaries. This will not only alleviate the suffering of the masses, but also demonstrate your administration's commitment to the welfare of the Nigerian people. I believe that your timely intervention in the release of the UAAG grant can be a crucial step towards addressing the poverty and hunger that are ravaging our nation. I implore you to take immediate action to facilitate the release of the grant and bring relief to the suffering masses. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, Ambassador Eki David Gregg, the chairman of YMON. Well, that is wonderful. That is an open letter to the president, and I think it's also worth it coming from one of a concerned citizen standing in for everyone else, because the economy is not smiling at the masses, and whichever way it appears to the masses, it will look more like the presidency. As long as they are comfortable on their seat, they might not be interested in what happened to the masses, because if this grant was meant to foster relief to families, and the president as a father should be able to know what the children that is governing are feeling like. They shouldn't just turn deaf ears or closed ears to what is happening right now. As a matter of fact, you could recall that the first day the president entered into governance, there was this hanky-panky. There was this helter-skelter running about. There was running from pillar to post because of one statement that he uttered. Subsidy is gone. Without any palliative, without anything on ground, no system on ground to mitigate the effect of the pain that was to come. He threw every jig and arrow into pandemonium. There was no preparations, no nothing. That wasn't too fair enough. If you have to go by the ethics of fairness, that wasn't nice. For the people you are coming to govern, and they start running about from day one until now, people are still running. You know what that means? As a fatherly figure, you are expected to have the interest of the people you are governing in your heart first. Lay down some blocks that could mitigate the effect of the pain that the country is going to pass through. But there was nothing of such for someone like Ambassador Greg to also put up this write-up to the president. Let's hope it's going to get to them. Let's hope that it's going to fly. It's just the voice of a concerned citizen that wanted the masses to rejoice, wanted the masses to celebrate. And it didn't end there. Also, Reverend Obialo Okore also wrote in buttress of this. He said, it will give real relief to people if the long-expected grant is released. We all, without being told, as it affected everybody, knows that things financially have fallen apart. The state of our economy is terribly bad. Please hasten whatever plan you have in place to disburse this grant. May God bless you. And that's coming from Reverend Obialo E. Okore. This one says, now Apostle Ken and Theobarth have released the said grants to NGO CEOs, etc. We pray for sincerely disbursement of all the grant in their hands. Well, I don't know where this last information is coming from. I want to hope that it's in a bid to alleviate the pain of the masses, because the much we hear about this, I wouldn't call it intriguing statement, but this, I'm looking for the right word to use here. Will I say inciting, or will I say a moving right up? This one says, Apostle Ken and Theobarth have released the said grants to NGO, to CEOs, and etc. We pray for sincere disbursement of all the grant in their hands.